One. Hello, hello, hello. This is another.
Hello.
Yeah, that's Nani right there. Yes, hello. This is the Mental Threads podcast. I'm here with Miss Nani. I know your name says something different on Zoom, but you prefer to be called Nani, correct?
Yes, my name is Nalani, but you can call me Nani. What's
Yes.
up?
Yeah. So that's your artist name is like Nani. Or is that just your nickname and your artist name?
It was my family name growing up. Everybody called me Nani, and it's just simpler, it's cuter, it's easy to remember. So that's my artist name.
Oh, okay. And like culturally, what does it connect to? Because when I hear the term Nani, I'm thinking about the Hawaiian girl from Lilo and Stitch or something.
Yeah, oh, I love that. So my name is Hawaiian, actually, but I'm not Hawaiian. I'm Puerto Rican and Filipino.
Oh, that's cool. That's real cool. So explain don't want to go deeper in the whole cultural element side of it, but it's just explain just like what's up with that. Just half Filipino and then half
Culture.
Puerto Rican.
Yeah, so half Puerto Rican, half Filipino. I used to live in the Bronx, and then I moved to Westchester County, which is more suburban, more predominantly white. But I did have that experience being like submerged in a bunch of different cultures. Like I grew up around a lot of Albanians, Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, Jamaicans, and stuff like that. But I never really met any other Filipinos. Like Puerto Ricans are everywhere in the Bronx,
Hmm.
but my Filipino side, that's from my mom's side. It's part of the Asian continent. It's really interesting, I feel like, because when you tell people you're Asian, they automatically would assume like Japanese, Chinese, and all that.
Hmm.
But the Philippines is more of like an island, I would say. Like it's more southeastern Asian, I believe. You can correct me on that. But yeah, so
And they were
the
also
main
conquered by the Spanish too, like just like Puerto Rico and everything, right?
exactly,
Yeah.
yeah. So a lot of Filipinos also have Spanish last names and stuff,
Hmm.
but still the cultures are very different, very similar in like family and food, but very different experiences. I've never been to the Philippines too. I've only ever been to Puerto Rico. But one day.
Okay, yeah, sure. Definitely write it off your bucket list. I was just talking in the last episode about traveling and stuff of that nature. I know Puerto Rico is definitely on the list for me. Philippines, I don't know what's really out there. Out there, when I think about Philippines, I'm thinking about like Manny Pacquiao, uh,
They
dang,
have beautiful waters, I know.
and Batista or something from
Beautiful,
wrestling.
clear waters. I would love to go one
Oh,
day.
oh yeah, definitely. I feel like you can definitely knock that off your bucket list and everything. But going deeper in the whole dynamic and everything, what are some things about the Filipino culture that differentiates from the Puerto Rican culture and stuff? Like, what are some ways they do things and like the ways the Puerto Rican do things that are just in their way?
I can only speak from my personal experience and like my family. My Filipino side is more reserved, I would say. My Puerto Rican side is, every time we get together, it's music and loud, and it's always a big scene, always a big feast.
Hmm.
I know in the Filipino culture we also eat with our hands. That's a big thing. We have what's called kumayang. I can't
Oh.
translate it for you, but I know it's like this big feast where all the food is laid out on plantain leaves,
Hmm.
and and we just eat with our hands.
Oh.
Surprisingly, Filipinos are also stereotypically known for singing and karaoke. We
Hmm.
love that stuff. So I that probably has a lot to do with the singing career that I've chose now.
Hmm.
But
I know there's like some famous Puerto Rican musicians, like I know Jennifer Lopez and like Big Pun is like two, and Fat Joe. Those are the main three people I know off the top of my head. Um,
yeah, that too.
and
I
everything.
feel
So
like
both sides.
in Puerto Rico we also have more rhythm.
Got more what?
More rhythm.
Oh, okay. Hey, you said it, man. Um, but that's actually pretty cool. Yeah, that's I get that. That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. If we had to go into detail about your background in regards to the Bronx and everything and growing up into the Bronx, could you give a firsthand summary in regards to how that was from your own words, like just day to day life in the Bronx?
Day-to-day life. I was young at the time, so it was just natural to me, like taking public transportation, seeing the busyness and like people hanging outside on their stoops and the loudness, the train that I lived right by the train, so like every like 10 or something minutes it would come by and just like be so loud. That stuff was normal to me. And then I guess the real culture shock was moving to the suburbs and not having that anymore, not having so much diversity, having the quietness. And then I would still have family in the Bronx. So then having to go back and then like have it all switched up, it felt like being two different people
Mm.
in some way.
Do you get a sense of identity crisis? Because I feel like I can feel that to a certain degree, like growing up in Charlotte, because it's like I grew up on East Side. Charlotte was just known for like being a little bit more
Yeah.
multicultural to a certain degree. But it's like my folks made me go to like the predominantly white side of Charlotte, like for school and everything. So it's just like I feel like in a sense I was kind of distant, but it's like I knew like the struggle firsthand. So it's like I'm kind of in the middle, like
Yeah.
so it's just like
It
what to say.
it does have some effect on like I wouldn't say identity crisis, but I definitely some confusion sometimes. I feel like this is something I'm working on though, but like when I go to the city, I feel like I have to act more city than I am. And then like when I go to the suburbs, I have to cut down and like act
Mm,
more towards my environment. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Especially in the city, because I feel like if I start talking like a white girl, nobody's gonna take me seriously. Like I feel
Mm.
like I'm gonna get played or something, or like I don't even know. But yeah, it is definitely confusing at times. I'm just trying to stick to who I am and yeah, just focus on myself really,
Oh yeah, sure,
especially when
nothing
it
wrong
comes
with
to
that.
this music stuff.
Oh yeah, sure. I feel like you got a whole lot of range when it comes to the whole music thing for sure, and everything. Like as I told before you got hopped on and everything, because I know I do have an admiration for your style from in terms of impression. It seems like you have your own type of voice and your own type of sound with it. Even like the background in the whole Zoom video, it seems it kind of reflects your vibe to a certain degree. It's
That's my
just
Halloween lights.
oh, word, you got Halloween lights.
Yeah, well, it's just the orange light bulb. I just switched it in last night.
Oh,
But
okay. So
Halloween vibes, spooky season is coming.
you're a big Halloween person.
Yes, very.
Oh, really? Okay. So, what are your favorite things about a Halloween, like in your own words?
Dressing up and like being somebody else. Like the whole fantasy, the magic, the darkness. And obviously fall.
Oh, okay.
So fall season, hoodie season. Love it. I love it all.
Yeah, man. I
It's very
definitely.
nostalgic to me. It's a very nostalgic holiday.
Oh, cause I feel like yes, you're growing up and everything. You think back to all the times you probably dressed up and everything. As somebody.
And like all the old Halloween movies.
Oh yeah.
Like, yeah, I love it. I love it all.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I gotta get back in the spirit for sure. I don't know what's up. Like I be seeing the decorations and everything. I got like some bags of candy in my trunk and everything, but that's mostly like for
Mm-hmm.
work because it's like like I got a part time job. Where I gotta sell vacations, and sometimes the kids want to like
Mm-hmm.
spin at the wheel for some weird reason. So it's like okay, it's like they don't want a vacation. At least they get a
Put
piece of
some
candy.
orange lights in your house and you'll feel the spirit.
Oh yeah,
I
no,
guarantee
surely. I think I would just get back to just watching horror movies and everything. I think that's what's
that
doing it
too.
for me. Yeah, like
Yeah.
I feel like I could probably watch a horror movie at night or something like that, or something. Like definitely Halloween. Obviously, Michael Myers. That's one thing. Friday on
Mm-hmm.
like Friday the 13th or Nightmare on Elm Street, and just that, and just anything on top of that, like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. All types of horror movies you could pretty much
I'm a
watch.
big fan of the Saw series.
You like Saw? Oh, okay.
I love the first three were good, and then it got dumber and dumber.
Uh,
But
I never
yeah,
got into Saw. I don't know. I just kind of looks uncomfortable. Like, dang, like, dude, this is like,
exactly. It's
this is.
uncomfortable. It's like gory. It's like nasty.
I feel
Oh,
like my favorite the horror movie icon or whatever might be Scream, the whole Ghostface killer thing. 'Cause
oh
I feel
yeah,
like I would
classic.
tattoo that. It's just like because it's just I don't know. It just looks cool. Like design wise, it just looks like. like something
Mm-hmm.
cool and everything. But I feel like personal favorite, I would I say Friday the 13th? I feel like Friday the 13th might be it. I feel like it might be a tie between that and Elm Street, but I don't know. Friday the 13th just feels a little bit more like, yeah, like it feels like okay, like of course he would come back from the dead and haunt you for like letting
I
the
wish
kid
Halloween had
drown.
more music. Like, you know how there's Christmas songs?
Mm-hmm.
I wish there were more Halloween songs.
Or you just look up all the metal songs and all the scary
Yeah.
metal songs, like or something. Like I don't know, but not even outside of like the horror movies. Like they got also like the Disney Halloween specials too, like a Halloween
Mhm.
Town and
Those
all
are my
that.
personal favorites.
Yeah, and like the Scary Godmother thing on
Mm-hmm.
Cartoon Network, and I don't know why they stopped at two. They probably could have made like two more, maybe even three more, to be honest. Because I want to see like how girls like like maybe in middle school, high school, trying to maintain that. Maybe she's getting too old to hang out with her like her little Scary Godmother friends or whatever. Like that would have been some shit to see, but it's like now it's like,
Mm-hmm.
but now it's like dang, like I'm 24 going 25, and thinking like damn, they really could have did something with that, but it is what it is on that end. What are your favorite costumes you like to dress up for in regards to Halloween?
Um, I don't know. I like this year. I have a you ever seen Jennifer's Body
Uh,
with Megan
n-
Fox?
no. Can you go into detail? I think I heard of it, but it's just like it's just so what's so.
It's it's this movie about a girl who gets sacrificed and she comes back as a demon and she basically just eats everyone.
Oh, okay. I guess
Yeah.
I'll look into it.
But
So
it's
it's like
Megan Fox, so I
it's
like
Megan Fox.
costumes. I like costumes that like from movies or cartoons and stuff. But I don't know, it just depends. Like I also like to look good. I love dressing up.
Okay, no, I
Like
feel you. I feel like
yeah.
for my case, I don't know. Just growing up, my costumes it goes all over the place. I think I was a werewolf one time. I think I was a clown one time.
I
Um,
had a phase where I was only Disney princesses.
I had a phase where I was only dressing up as a ninja for like I think three
Yeah.
straight years. Oh, what about ninjas? It was just like, yeah, ninja costume. Yeah, that one, that one, that one. I'll take that.
hmm
I don't even know what Mortal Kombat was, but I still like was like the ninja costumes. And
It's
then
just it's fun. It's like connecting with your inner child.
I feel like I need to get more in tune with like the adult parties though. Like like it's
Oh
just like
yeah,
I
those
know they
can
had
be
the college parties I would show up to every now and then, but like now after college, like now what? Like do I go to more adult parties? Like what's up? Like I
yeah.
think that's probably gonna be the case.
Just go out for Halloween. Let's see what you get yourself into.
Yeah, see what you get yourself into, something like that. I might hit up like one of my friends or whatever, like from the 24 and plus group chat or
hmm
something. Like maybe they might hook up an event or something like that. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? What are your plans for Halloween this year?
I'm gonna be hanging out with some friends. No, the whole shebang. I'm gonna be in Albany most likely.
Hey, what's up over there in Albany? Some Albany shit?
I used to go to school in Albany, so I still have like my friends up there. And yeah, just gonna go up there, get away from home, and have some fun, enjoy myself.
Hey, hey, that's right. Yeah, do that thing. We just went to a tangent all about Halloween for like a
Yeah.
little, I don't even know how long.
Yeah.
No, but it'd be like that. But in regards, yeah, getting back into like what really drove you into music? Like what really like drove you on that path besides Filipino karaoke type stuff? Like what
hmm
about
Um, I've always I've always loved music. I've always loved singing. I think I started singing when I was introduced to like Broadway shows and musicals and stuff like that. I have a
it?
godfather who very bougie city guy. He would always take us out to the shows like Wicked and the Heights and stuff like that. And just watching those shows and just I gained an appreciation for the performance and I would start singing along. I realized that I had a voice, so I started writing and then eventually writing became my therapy. Like it's okay, my writing style, I would say I'm a writer first, a singer second, because I care so much about what I'm saying. I'm a firm believer in the power of words,
Mhm.
manifestation, and all of that. So, you know how people will doodle pictures in their notebooks? I was always the person to doodle words and like phrases and stuff like that. And that just carried on with me till I was older. As I matured, my lyrics matured and my voice also matured. So I just put the two together. Um, and I am where I am. It was really just something that I love that stuck with me and something that I continued to pursue, something that I always looked towards, no matter what it is that I was doing, no matter what it is that I was studying in college. I always found a way to connect the music to it. So
Oh, okay, so it's like a sense of therapy right there, and a sense of a cross of like just your daily quips of interest between like doodling and just stuff of that nature. Yeah, that's really cool. That seems like the beginning of a lot of people's quest for like music and everything. Like in my case, like it was
yeah,
like
it
like
just
poetry.
becomes a second nature, really,
Yeah.
after a while.
Then a nature becomes an urge. It's like I need to write this, or I need to do this. That's
Yeah.
cool that you're a writer first, and you actually like hold deeply on like, your words before you want to sing it. Some people would just be like, I feel like in this generation of music, I feel like people are just more focused on like what sounds better, whether if it's like sex sells or like drugs and like
Yeah.
so it's just like like the R&B elements of like music is just kind of lost for a while without it's just without it being entirely over the top explicit. Which is like, more power to you. Like whatever makes you feel um
Mhm.
like you're what's that word I'm trying to say? Like I don't want to say exposed. What's that term? Like when you're like
Like vulnerable.
expressing yourself. Yeah, when self expression.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I be losing all my words. I don't know what the hell be up on me. It's like just simple words like expression, I forget. Anyway, but yeah, man, it's just like that. When I hear your music, it really just sounds like okay, like that's just something that you can really do like something with. In terms of like how you're trying to like get your voice out there and everything. What's really your
Mhm.
plans in terms of like getting it out there? You're just gonna just do you day to day and just like show up
My
and stuff.
plans
Mhm.
my plans are to keep writing, keep singing, and I'm working with a new team. Don Julio had reached out to me. Shout out to Don Julio and
Hey,
the
had him on the
Zen
podcast too.
team. Yes, yes. So he had reached out to me. Also, social media presence is very crucial to have when you're trying to network and make connections. But he had found me on Instagram and reached out. He said, I like your voice. I'm looking for a singer to be a part of my team. And I was looking through his account. I like what he's about. I like what he's doing. I like that he's into music. He's a curator. He has his own fashion brand that he's working towards. So I'm over here. I'm like, take advantage of opportunities. If opportunities present themselves to you, jump on them.
Yeah, most
Like,
definitely.
you know what I mean? So um I said, yeah, I'm down. And we've been doing studio sessions together. Um Honestly, I'm really appreciative of him because he's bringing me into the booth where it really happens. He's introducing me to people who can really make something. So I'm excited to keep working with him. I'm sorry, like you ask me questions and then I start talking and then I go on and then I kind of forget.
No, no, no. That's okay. Go on as much as you want to. But to reader, yeah. But on the subject matter of Don Julio, because that's another subject I really wanted to speak on too. Like, dude, Don really has his mind set on like really like doing things for real. Like, it's just like I've been
Yeah.
in this thing trying to do music for a while. Didn't drop my first mixtape to like last year, so it's just like when I think about it,
Mhm.
it's just like yeah, like Don really like has his like stuff together. I actually built the team and then merchandise and everything.
Mhm.
It's just like being on top of that and being actually serious about this thing. Like I had to brush shoulders with people who have no clue what they're doing with this music thing. All they used to do was just sit
Yeah.
down and hate and like talk shit. And that was just all they did, and then they just disappeared after a while. Which is like when I see like how like when I hear from like Don's like my mindset and everything, getting a feel for like what his ambitions were and just how disciplined he is, not only as an
Mhm.
artist but like as a businessman too, because this is really is a
Yeah.
business
He's very big on having his whole team come up together, which I respect about him.
Definitely admire
Which
that.
is why I'm staying with him.
No,
Because
definitely.
yeah, I'm really looking forward to everything that we could do together. Like I'm looking I'm looking to him I'm looking at him as a mentor, as an opportunity, as just a fellow artist. And yeah, like I'm still in my beginning stages. I have one single dropped. I'm still new to the recording process and, being in the studio, but the more that I submerge myself into that environment and the more that I focus on music and just keep it a part of my everyday activities and work towards progressing, and just if I keep focusing on growing and learning and becoming better, I know that this is going to be my future because I'm already on that path. You know what I'm saying? So if I stick to that path, I will get to that future in music that I'm really looking to be in.
Yeah, no, most definitely you can get that situated because my middle name is Dolake. I know you see the first part and second part of my name with it, but my middle name is Dolake, and it means like one can make it on his own, essentially. So it's like
I love that.
togetherness. Yeah, yeah, no, it's a cool name. Anyway, togetherness is really the key to progress and everything. And this in the
Mm-hmm.
game where it's like people, it's good to be selfish.
Yeah, and you put so much pressure on yourself to get things done that you forget that you can reach out to other people. Like having a team is really important,
But also being
especially in something creative.
humble and the fact that that you might need some people around you and everything. You can
Yeah.
make it on your own in a sense that you can do
Mm-hmm.
things, but it's like it's so much stuff to manage and everything of that nature.
It
Like
really is.
music is something that binds people together, that brings people together, and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like for you to like bring your whole people up, and for him to be far ahead, at his age, yeah. Because I've been hearing a lot of like his music too. Dude's really heavy talented with the boom bop stuff too. He could really make some things shake if he really invested. As long as he invested in
Mm-hmm.
himself and his team as a whole. It's just like for my case, like I'm trying to work with Crowd Freak and everything. It's like a page called Crowd Freak. If you want to look them
Mm-hmm.
up, I could probably send you their information also. And they're kind of new. They're kind of like starting to gain more traction and everything. But it's really a business really to
Mm-hmm.
help like independent artists get to perform at events, and they'll literally fly you out with hotel and everything,
Mm-hmm.
like literally with the hotel and everything. And it's just like if you make good songs, like you're good. It doesn't even matter what you look like or whatever. Like there's like this
Mm-hmm.
dude called Two Down, which I'm trying to get on, and he made this one song was like a spoof of a whole another song and everything. And dude is like really making it. He doesn't even look like how you like think like an artist, like which is like the kind of artist that you think people would seek out for and everything. But he's still
Yeah.
like he's still rocking the crowd. Still raising his confidence up and everything. So it's just like that's why I tell people, everybody that I meet that's an independent artist is like, yo, lock in with these guys because you don't know where they're gonna be 5 years from now, or it might get even harder and harder. They're hooking people up with a plane ticket and a hotel and a festival like appearance and everything. There's definitely people you should lock in with and everything. And I'm telling people
Crowd Freak.
I lock in with them.
Okay.
I'm telling
Okay.
people I
Crowd
lock in
Freak.
with them too. So it's like I don't when it comes to this information stuff, I don't fear people coming up and everything or getting far or whatever. Whether but
Mm-hmm.
congratulated or not, that's not the case. Like hip hop is a lot bigger than us. So music is a lot bigger than us. Everybody can be successful. If someone gets even more successful than the other, who cares? As long
Mm-hmm.
as you find success within yourself, that's all that matters. Just the happiness of like, yo, I did it. I made it. I made it this far. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just something to really consider. I'll send you their information as soon as possible. Maybe you can look them up.
Definitely.
Maybe review it with Don Julio because I know y'all a team first, so it's like definitely like get it around. So just say that
Mm-hmm.
Toasty sent it to you, and everything of that nature. Because like I feel like like y'all could really like make something shake. Like dude really recommended you. Like when I was trying to think of more
Mm-hmm.
interviews and everything, like Don recommended you. So it's just like that's just like how his mindset for his people and everything. He's not trying to like make it just as alone. He's trying to make it as a
Yeah, he's dope. He's good people.
yeah, definitely is, man. I hope I pray for his success. Like when I talk to a whole lot of artists on my podcast, you're the 112th episode. So like you're not the first artist and everything, and you definitely won't be the last, sure, of course, because it's just like, we're beginning so early in the stages of our careers and everything. We don't know where we're gonna be at 5 years from now, this years from now, And it's just like, like I'm 24, about to turn 25 in February. So it's like it's really just like I'm getting older and older myself. So like
Yeah.
the more stable financially I become, I can be able to like actually like really invest my time into my music career, especially since I already graduated college and I'm really seeking to go to graduate school at the same time. It's just another goal and everything, but it's also a goal that's a part of me. And I feel like those who are goal oriented have some kind of system or organization set up within themselves and between the network of people that they know, they're gonna get far. So it's like you got good peoples behind you. You will make it far. You do got the talent that'll carry you far too. And it doesn't seem like anybody in your circle is unauthentic neither or egotistical. From I don't know them personally, but it's just like just from
Yeah.
definitely not the crowd that you're in, right?
What happened?
Definitely not in that egotistical or,
No, no. They've everyone that I've met so far like has been very supportive and willing to teach me, honest as much as I think. But it's been a good vibe. It's intimidating at first, I'm not gonna lie, because they are so used to the process and I'm just entering it. But with more time in the studio, more commitment, I could get to that level. I will get to that level.
Oh, of course you can. Because you used to be writing like every other time, right? Just writing day to day and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just as a habit and everything. Like once it becomes a habit, like and you build a system for yourself, like then you can, be able
Hmm.
to refine it over time. Like I haven't been in the studio in a minute myself, but I already broken down the system of like, okay, I can just listen to this beat over and over again. Okay, that's where the hook would go, that's where the verse would
Yeah.
go. And then it would just be like just trying to like leave timestamps on like where would what go where, and then it's just trying to learn how to like how to implement your breath control with that
Yeah.
also.
Also, yeah, that too. Also communicating what I want to hear, like communicating what's in my head. Does that make sense?
No, I feel
Like,
you.
you get what
Yeah,
I'm
no, because
saying?
it's like it all starts from your head. Your vision has to be realized and everything.
Yeah, like I know what I want to hear and I know when things don't sound right. But it's just communicating that that I
Yeah,
have to work.
yeah, most definitely.
Everything is a lesson, a work in progress, a lesson in progress.
A
Work in
lesson.
progress. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I feel that. I feel that extensively, man. It's just like I remember when I was in the studio dropping my first mixtape, and I had it took me from December of 2020. Yeah, it was December, like the fall December time of 2020, and recording from then on, using all my financial aid from then on, and going on and again, and literally just recording for months and months until I dropped in April,
Mm,
around the same time I got COVID, which is crazy. So
damn.
I was just in a room all by myself trying to drop and letting people know. So it's like, but then I dropped through DistroKid, so it was gonna take a while to get it on everywhere. So I had to wait a little bit, and then so I had to
Yeah.
like put out the SoundCloud leak, and that's pretty much like what I was doing with it for a while. But
Yeah.
yeah, man, I think you can get that situated. But in terms of like what you prefer your fan base like, to be and everything, or what do you not expectations of what you want your fan base to be, but just really just speaking on like the type of fans you'd want, or the type of fans you feel like your music would draw in. Like, what do you feel? What type of people you feel like would mess with your music from your
Type
perspective?
of fans that I would want.
Not ain't gotta be what you want, but just in general, like what you think would be more like
Right.
attuned to like your music. Like, would you feel like it would be people that would it be the same people that listen to Lana Del Rey? Would it be the same people that will
Uh,
that will listen to you? Do you feel like
well, because she is such a big influence of mine, I would like Lana Del Rey listeners to listen to my stuff. I want strong, powerful women to be my fan base. Women that want to be better and are constantly working towards being better. Um, I don't want I don't want to have like the toxic artist label applied to me. You know how they say like some artists are manipulate like female manipulator artists, male manipulator artists. I don't know if I necessarily want that. I just want to be known for self improvement and like constantly leveling up, getting better. And I want my fan base to get better with me. Like that's
just
how
want
I
to
see it.
just want to reflect a more humbler type, just people that just like music in general or whatever, just like because fan base is such a crucial aspect of an artist's success. NBA YoungBoy's whole fan base is what carries him to like
Mhm.
like literally like filling out concerts, but also just like buying like a lot of his music too and everything. And I think the baby is at a place right now where it's like yeah, everybody was messing him back in
Mhm.
2019, but now it's kind of like starting to thin out. Which
I
I don't
want my
support him.
fan
I think he's
base.
great.
I want my fan base to be the divine feminine. That's what I want my fan base to be.
Oh, really? Just divine feminine, just females? I mean, dudes can mess with your music too. I think your music is cool.
Men can also be feminine though.
Oh yeah, okay, well yeah, obviously, maybe balance.
Hmm.
Thinking maybe you probably shoot for people that are more soulful and things of that nature.
Yeah,
Have you ever done? Have you ever performed live before?
I have a couple of times. I'm planning to do more. Hopefully in December. I heard there's supposed to be this big showcase that Don Julio is throwing. So, if things go accordingly, I will be performing then. But I've performed at like college stuff. I've performed at open mic nights in restaurants, and I performed at a showcase in Middletown. I was also reached out through Instagram, and yeah, at that point, I was just looking for opportunities to get on stage and share my song. So I took it. I went with some of my friends. We went to Middletown and performed, and it was good feedback. It felt good. It was good practice. But yeah, I just want to perform more. I just want to keep doing it.
Yeah, I think you can do it. Like, and the more you actually perform, like, the better you'll get. Like, I've yet to perform any of my songs. I've been dropping my songs way back in April. I still haven't done it because it's just
How
like
come?
there's just a whole lot of things that are going on within my life. I just want to wait till I hit a certain number of songs. I feel like as soon as I hit like about like maybe 50 songs, once I can start getting like really
Mhm.
familiar with my voice, my breath
Yeah,
control, things of that nature, then I could probably take it like from there. I feel like
yeah.
in my case, like I feel like when I'm in my songs, will be sound like I'm running out of breath, and that's one of the that's one of the biggest things I want to work
Yeah.
on before I really step on stage or whatever. I might have to remix a lot of the songs on my first mixtape, just to kind of at least show at least some kind of growth one, but it's like just some things to keep in mind, and everything. I really want to just get back in the studio again. That's one of the main thing. That I
Mhm.
really want to shoot for maybe this year. If not this year, definitely I can carry it to next year. It's just more work for me to do next year, which is I don't mind it, but it's like yeah, just something to keep in mind
Yeah.
and
If
stuff.
I had it my way, I'd be in the studio 24/7,
No, yeah,
just
definitely.
working.
I'd rather save the studio time for the weekend, so like from Friday to Saturday, Friday to Sunday type. Because
No,
they
I
don't
do
give
not
me.
care. We could do this on a Monday morning. We can get it done. Like we're
Oh
gonna make
yeah,
something.
surely. But I feel like that time before the studio really gives you some time to live, or I really like check out perspective and everything, so you don't rush nothing.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just like like I would if it was up to me, like, I'd probably dedicate 1 week to like 1 or 2 songs, maybe four
Mhm.
if I could hit it up to maybe 2 to 4 songs. To see like how fast, not to see how fast, but just trying to get the just live life a little because it's like music kind
Yeah,
of
you
reflects
need
reality.
life to inspire these songs.
Yeah, most definitely. And just kind of look in perspective, also, and things of that nature. But hold on, just keep in mind. Since we're about to end, like on this side of the recording, we could probably carry this on to the next recording when we hop on. That's cool with you, right?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. Just want to let you know before I don't want to cut it off because it's like I don't want to be like cut us off and everything in the middle we talking and everything. So it's like I'll just see you on the part two part of the Mental Thoughts podcast with Nani. All right, stop
See
recording.
ya.
All right, back at it again, part two with Nani. Yeah, so it's like in transition from because our last thing we were pretty much talking about just getting better as an artist and pretty much just trying to overcome social anxiety, and stuff of that nature. What are some other things that you also been trying to work on as an artist?
Um, as an artist, I would say confidence
Mm-hmm.
in my lyrics and in my voice and my
Mm-hmm.
presence.
Yes, most definitely. All those are very, very crucial. And you feel like the best way to like work on those things is just keep exposing yourself to the medium as a whole, just like keep doing these like performances for live
Hmm.
crowds. And how large are the crowds or how large are you pretty much comfortable with in terms of performing?
Comfortable? I mean, the more the better. You know what I'm saying? I've never been. It's funny because although I have those anxieties, I've never been stage. I've never had stage fright.
That's
I
good.
feel powerful up there.
That's good. That's a good mindset to be in, I feel like I'm good in front of a crowd for like poetry slams. If I got like my rap book in front of me, I can just look inside it. I don't have to look at the crowd too much. Maybe I can give a glance here and then. And so
Mm-hmm.
that's pretty much it's been a while since I've done a poetry slam. I need to get back into doing that again, but I don't know if my schedule will let me do that now because I got to work from like 10:45 to like 7 a.m. in the morning now. So it's
Yeah.
just yeah, so it's like I mean, unless they had like a poetry slam before that time, I'm gonna have to look it up on Eventbrite and stuff. Definitely something I want to get back into, for
You can
sure.
always make time for the things you're passionate about.
Oh yeah, most definitely, most definitely. I got like two jobs right now, so it's just like that's just I feel like that's what's really gonna hook me up. In the long run, I just need to really get into the motion of like trying to save money a little bit more. That's pretty much in my case right now.
Yeah, I have a spending habit.
Yeah, no, no, seriously. As soon as it's mostly just food. I guess it's just food for me. It's just I ain't like a heavy eater, but it's like like I'll just pull up at Wendy's and get like a burger or something, like some McDonald's here, a little Caesars right
Mm,
there. You know what I'm saying? It's just like it's just especially now that I gotta work from 10 to like 7. And now it's just like it's good to have like something in your stomach sitting, because like
yeah,
cafeterias,
that and I don't know, packages just make me happy. Like nothing makes me happier than
like
giving myself a little gift.
Amazon coming through. It's like
Right.
remember that thing you got like a week ago? Well, here it is. I remember
I
that thing.
ordered some headphones. I keep losing my AirPods, so I ordered some like over the head Bluetooth headphones,
Hmm.
and they should be coming in this week.
Oh, it's
Because one thing
cool.
I hate is riding the train without my headphones.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's right. You do live in New York, so you got to ride the train like all the time.
I go to school in Queens.
Oh, you in college?
Yeah, I go to St. John's. And if anyone's listening, y'all should tune into my radio show. It's every Wednesday from 3 to 4. It's called Synchronicity.
Hey, synchronicity.
Yeah, it's fun. Don Julio is supposed to be here tomorrow, and we're gonna
Oh,
talk about music and artistry.
oh, that's cool. That's really cool that y'all locked in like that and everything. So explain what is St. John's? What's it called? St. John's
Mm-hmm.
University? Is that an
St. John's
HBCU?
University. No, it's a Catholic school.
Um, Dang. I was hoping that maybe it was
Yeah.
like I don't know. I just always be asking me, you go to HBCU, you go to because I graduated from HBCU. Aren't there any
That's
HBCUs
it.
out there in New York? They ain't got no HBCUs out there.
Um, I'm not sure. I know my friend goes to one in Georgia and the other one Atlanta, but I don't know nobody that goes to a New York HBCU.
Yeah, I think HBCUs are more like a down south kind of thing, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're lit though. I see y'all.
Yeah, I think the homecoming at my school at North Carolina Central University got viral. It was covered by BET, so there's that.
That's what's up. That's dope. Have you seen any cool artists?
From
What's
North
the
Carolina
most
Central?
memorable one?
Any dope artists from North Carolina Central?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I know a couple. I'm actually linked in with there's Dear Mir from Connecticut. He's dropping a whole lot of songs. I know one of my friend July. He calls himself Illusion. Yeah, he's really
Mm,
dope. Yeah, we just have a lot. Like we're kind of locked in. I need to set up a group chat or something. But yeah, there's just a lot of people I know. One dude I know, the Sleepwalking SLT. He's also really good too. Just Glow, a Free Glow. He's kind of locked down right now. But anyway, yeah, there's like a whole lot of artists. Like that's the great thing about HBC is that everybody's like creative in their own way. So it's just like some people like to act, some people like to dance, some people like to model, some people like video games. Everybody just chills with each other. So it's like
I love that.
yeah, I miss being in college. I really do. I can't wait to go back to school for graduate school just so I can have a reason to keep going.
It's not the same for me because I started during COVID. So now I'm just like, I can't wait to be done
Aw, dang,
and
I'm sorry.
focus on music.
Dang, I'm sorry that you got that attitude. Man. It's just that
It's okay.
it's something that they didn't that Catholic university didn't provide you with the with an environment the college experience that you thought you would get. And
Yeah.
yeah, I just realized they're gonna be knocking down like the one of the dormitories I used to stay in like 3 times and everything.
Um,
Yeah, it's kind of low key sad 'cause that's where I met a whole lot of my friends. That one, yeah, Big Baines. That's what they call Baines Hall and everything. So it's like hopefully they don't knock it down before homecoming. Maybe I could just pull up there on the weekend,
yeah.
see if I can grab me a brick, just keep it as a souvenir. That would be really cool. But in transition, for other things, another topic, what are some things that you love about this generation of music, and what are some things that you dislike?
Well, I've always said that the good thing about the music industry, especially now, because so many people have like are able to be artists, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Um, the good thing about the music industry is that there's so many people in the music industry. The bad thing about it is that there's so many people in the music industry. So it's like you have that support, you have that community, you have people that can come up with you and help you to your success and vice versa. And then you have so many people that it's like it's hard to really get to that level.
Like stand out in a sense, like get what you
Yeah.
get. I feel like it's kind of half and half. I feel like there's more of a market for everybody now and everything to get whatever they want, whether they want to get signed and get a whole lot of
Mm-hmm.
money by a major label, or they just want to remain independent and just kind of depend on their fan base.
Yeah, respect
Um,
to those people because it takes so much to really do everything yourself and be good at it.
yeah, you really got to be on top of your
Like
stuff, man.
that's
It's just I feel like a lot of people, like, for instance, like you can see somebody like NBA YoungBoy and everything. You start through YouTube and everything, and drop a music video through YouTube, and
hmm
get
You
more.
see, all it takes is putting yourself out there.
Yeah,
Just
just
put your work out there and let it be seen.
yeah, literally, it'll get to the right people assume whenever it's able to, and then it's just like even outside of like NBA YoungBoy, you got a BFB to Pac Man. I know you know about the guy that did the Free Joe Exotic. You heard about the Free Joe Exotic song with the Sada.
Mm-mm. I be in my own
What?
little world for real.
That you should definitely check him out, cause like that's just how, cause he's like from Michigan. He's a rapper from Michigan and everything, and it's like he's like a really heavy set dude, and it's like most of the songs is just him roasting himself, but it sounds so hard that you don't even care.
Yeah,
Dude will wear a hoodie that says
I gotta
HIV
check.
positive.
I gotta check this stuff out.
Yeah, definitely. Whatever you're telling me, I could probably send you a link or whatever to a lot of his music. It sounds like he
No
didn't.
worries.
Cause it was like viral for like a little bit. The Free Joe Exotic song.
No, when I tell you I'm in my own world, I really like I don't really be knowing what goes on.
No, but it's good to be self-aware. You got to know where the market's headed, because, like, especially it may not be what's trending now, but you can definitely check on what could be trending in the future, just by listening to who is hot right now and everything. But it's just like I respect BFB the Pac Man because dude is just himself and he's just funny, and it's just like he's slowly building a fan base through that. So it's just like it's just one of those things. It's just I feel like even down here in Charlotte, North Carolina, we got the baby, but that's just
Yeah.
and we got Rich Dunk and other people too. But it's just like at the same time, I feel like we're still trying to kind of find our own identity in terms of like what to be as an artist and like how to express ourselves and how we can all like really like reflect Charlotte as a whole. So it's like it's kind
Mhm.
of like we're a down south metropolitan city, kind of like Atlanta. Actually, we're a lot bigger and have a lot more people. A lot of people don't even realize that. But it's just like at the same time, it's like we still trying to find that that edge, that identity. Like we're having a bit of an identity
So
crisis.
how would you describe that identity?
And Charlotte,
How would you describe it?
like in Charlotte, North Carolina as a whole.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'll say
Your
like
identity, if you could narrow down into like 3 words.
in Charlotte. Oh no, I can't do it in 3 words. I can give a little summary and everything, but
You
if I could break it down, like really, because it's like
gotta
because then we have to talk about like our sports teams too. Not as like what do sports teams have to do with everything, but it's just like it always feels like we're getting closer to like really carrying like a whole lot of momentum and like being like hands on in terms of like a real like lit city, like say in Atlanta or in LA or in Miami or in New York. You know what I'm saying? Like historically, like
yeah.
okay, this is a lit city, but because especially with a lot of people moving into Charlotte too, like it kind of helps with that to that end. But it's just like it just feels like we're still trying to like find ourselves like as a people, you know. So it's just like, you know, with the whole the baby situation, you got one half of people like still supporting him, like, hey, you know, the baby, he's cool and everything, and he's got other people like hating on him, like weren't hating on him like 2 years ago, be like, oh, he does this, he's homophobic, he does that, blah 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 blah. And it's just like, you know, it's not that deep, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like you can't separate the song from the artist and everything, but then on top of that note, like a lot of his songs,
True.
some people might say sound exactly alike, you know, and it's just like, you know, I know you've listened to a couple songs from the baby and everything, and there's not much of any difference in between all of them.
You can't you can't like listen to somebody you don't support sometimes because when you think of it, if you don't like them,
Mhm.
why would you put them in business?
Oh yeah, no, no, definitely, I feel that.
So
Yeah,
I get where some people are coming from.
yeah, no, no, I feel that. I feel that, and it's just like to his degree, he thinks like he's being blackballed and everything. I mean, I wouldn't say I support him, but I support him like as like one Charlotte artist supports another to that degree. Like, I just hope that
Yeah.
he's just successful, regardless of whatever is going on right now. You know, I hope he's able to take care of his family. And keep in mind, like in his own life, like he lost his father and his brother. Like his father died and his brother committed suicide. So it's like a lot of people seem to sleep on that as a whole. Like, dude was really going through some things. You know.
How do you feel about Kanye?
About Kanye, Kanye's Kanye.
Yeah,
Honestly, it's just a reflection of just mental health awareness. I feel like it's like
exactly.
that's one of the biggest things that they sleep on within the black community, especially like with black men too, bro. I feel like a
Hmm.
lot of things we just gotta have to thug out. Like it's just like, you know, like I've been in my room all day today after work. I didn't realize I didn't step out not once just to get like, you know, sunlight, nothing. It's just
That's
like I just
wild. Sunlight makes me feel happy.
yeah, no,
Like
seriously.
even if I'm having a bad day, just we're literally plants.
No, no, in a sense.
Just get some sun, eat some good food.
For plants that can walk
I
around.
I'm a big music lover, so music always makes me happy. Just
Yeah.
play some music and just,
Heck,
vibe out.
I might go get some food in a little bit right after this. Like that's for sure. Definitely want to get
Having
some
some
food.
steak tonight.
Some what?
Some steak.
Oh yeah, you're gonna steak. Yeah, that'd be
Having
cool.
some
There's
steak.
a new restaurant that opened in Charlotte called Dave's Chicken, like Dave's Spicy Chicken.
Yum.
I want to try that out because I know my brother put me on, but he didn't even let me like get it the little like mild or kind of hot chicken sandwich. We got the Reaper chicken sandwiches. I'm like, why would you get the hottest chicken sandwich on the first day? You couldn't just work your way up to this. Like I was just the way I
Some people are just like that. They just jump in.
yeah, he's weird like that. But it's like, but yeah, on the whole mental health note, it's just like you with the baby and Kanye West and everything. I feel like even being like a celebrity and like reaching that level is like that's a whole nother slew of problems you have to deal with.
Mm,
I
people
mean, with the baby,
constantly
yeah, with the
pushing
baby's,
you.
yeah, with the baby's case, like you know, the old dude that tried to press him at the Louis Vuitton store, and then it's just like also again with the situation where he has to like you know get an altercation from now.
People are probably always wanting to start with him now or trying
Yeah,
to.
just because they want to get clout off of it. And if like, you end up looking stupid or weak in that situation, it's all on you, and then it will affect your brand. And then you
Mm,
know, like look at how much his brand was affected just because the thing he said at the music festival, and they say it was like homophobic and stuff. And it's just like you
mm,
know, but it's like you know, if you ever been to a party like even down south, maybe it's just a down south thing, like people will say stuff like that around the crowd of it. Doesn't mean he hates you know gay people or nothing like that. You know, it's just like why would they turn it into such a big thing? If he never said like, oh, like you know, forget all like blah 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 blah, gay people, blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't direct to them. So it's just like I don't know. I
yeah,
just feel like some of these stuff is just kind of like a bit of a what you call it, like a stretch. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But that's just my opinion. You know, I support dude as an artist. I don't listen to every song he puts out, but it's like I just try to like just I would rather just like support other Charlotte artists and like get in their way. You know, especially if we're trying to carry that momentum as a whole. Like you know, New York's different because you're
Mm.
talking culture. Like y'all the mecca of like hip hop and you know stuff of that nature.
Hip hop originated from the Bronx.
Yeah, that's the mecca. That's the mecca.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and then we're all just trying to kind of trying to get like a piece of not the piece of the pie, but just kind of get sewn into history on that degree. Like you know, Atlanta is we could say it's like a whole lot of it's a city where it's just like it was very significant in hip hop. We could say even Louisiana as a state is probably a little bit more influential than like North Carolina.
Mm.
Um,
That's crazy. I never realized how focused I was on like New York rap. I don't really pay attention to other places. Like I don't really if they sound like they're from New York, I will ask, are they from New York? And then start listening to them. But I never really listen to outside artists.
I mean, that's fine. Yeah, whatever works. I mean, in Charlotte, we have no choice but to listen to outside artists.
I never paid attention.
We always pay attention to outside artists, like like of course J. Cole, Drake, um, and just other artists from California, like in the '90s, and then all the other New York
Yeah.
artists from the '90s
I'm
to
not
now.
saying I don't listen to them. I'm just saying like I never paid attention to where they're from.
Mm. No, no, that's all right. That's pretty good then on your end because it's like at least you know like the artist first and like the art. You focus on the art side of it before the
And
person.
also that New York pride.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, y'all got a lot of pride and everything. That's for sure. Most definitely. So it's like yeah. Weird thing is, a lot of people from New York come here and live in Charlotte and everything. I just be wondering why do people say like they be like they ran New York when they're like in New York when they're not at home. Like what's
They're
up with
just
that?
really proud of being from New York. Like New York will teach you some things for real.
Yeah, but to say you ran a whole city like full of, like what like hundreds of how many people in New York
A
um,
lot of people.
like millions of people.
You know, we all got our blocks, we all got our hoods, our streets. So
Yeah, it
the
must
world
be.
becomes small when you're limited to just that and you're just focused on that.
Yeah, but that's crazy. It's like with different boroughs, like the Bronx, Brooklyn, Harlem, and everything. Can you go into detail of like which borough is like what's the nature of each borough off the top? 'Cause I be thinking Harlem is like that's where mostly like predominantly black, and then
Yeah.
Bronx that's predominantly Puerto
There's
Rican.
also Spanish Harlem, a lot of Dominicans. The Bronx, yeah, I don't know, man. Like, what do you mean?
I don't know, just go into detail because it's
Describe the nature.
like in Charlotte, like we got South Side Charlotte, which is like mostly like all the bougie, predominantly white
Oh,
here, and
but
then we
yeah,
got
we have
East Side Charlotte.
boroughs, so it's a little different.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you want to go into detail on like the nature of each borough, like the kind of people that are in each borough, like the type of cultures that be there.
I always think Harlem should be its own borough. Harlem is in Manhattan. For the longest, I thought it was in the Bronx, but it is not. Harlem is in Manhattan. And it's crazy because when you think of Manhattan, you usually think Times Square, city life.
Hmm.
But there's also the lower part that, obviously is more inner city, urban.
I see.
Um, yeah, you know how it goes. That's um Staten Island and Long Island, I always get mixed up. So one of
Mm,
them you have to take a ferry to, but they're deep. And then Queens, I'm only just recently hanging out in Queens because of my school. I never, you know, knew anybody that was from Queens, never had a reason to be out there.
mm.
But it's really nice, I'm not gonna lie, especially near the colleges. There's some big fancy houses and stuff, and it looks really nice.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
then yeah, when you walk down the strip, there's just like a bunch of food and there's yeah. Um let's see. Brooklyn. I also am fairly new to Brooklyn. I in there because of the studio mostly. So Brooklyn I would say is tough.
Okay.
Um I got lost trying to get there last time and that was a night.
Mm.
But it's very busy. In the daytime, it's much nicer.
Okay. Well, I mean, at least they can go into detail about a lot of the different cultures of the boroughs and everything. But how would you like to utilize your culture in your music more, like your Filipino and Puerto Rican culture? Like, how do you feel like you can
Let that be a part of my identity and let people understand that and get to know those different parts of me and my
heritage?
identity. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Heritage is everything, it's what makes you you. your culture, your heritage, your background, your environment, the people that you surrounded yourself with, the things you've listened to, the stuff you've watched,
Hmm.
the words you've read. It
Oh,
all
that's cool.
becomes a part of you. It influences who you are today.
Oh, that's cool. Do you feel enough Filipino artists are represented in music?
There's a lot. Olivia Rodrigo is one of them. Um, I know Saweetie is half Filipino, Filipina.
Oh yeah, I forgot she was. Oh dang.
Yeah, a lot of them it gets thrown in there a little bit,
Hmm.
but there's a lot more than we realize. I think Vanessa Hudgens is also a Filipino woman.
I think she's a lot of things.
Yeah,
Like a
she's
mix with a whole
everything.
lot.
Um, yeah.
Okay.
I
I
don't,
mean, is there any Filipino artists that you know that kind of inspires you?
not one in particular,
Um,
I would say.
what about any Puerto Rican artists?
Mm, Puerto Rican. Bad Bunny. He's Puerto
Sorry, say that
Rican.
again.
Bad Bunny
Oh wait, Bad Bunny's? Oh yeah, he is Puerto Rican, ain't he?
is Puerto Rican. His last album was very Dominican though, sound wise. Like, si te me preguntó, are you kidding me?
Oh,
That's
okay.
it. I don't know. Can I curse in here?
Can do what?
Can I curse?
Yeah, sure, you can curse. I've been cursing like on again, off again throughout this whole interview.
Um,
Ain't nothing
no.
wrong with it. You can be explicit and stuff of that nature. Now, ain't nothing wrong with words. But I know you mentioned earlier about like how words can really like reflect reality or something on the lines of that. So you believe that words have more power in terms of like making you
The words you put out there are very important.
mm,
I believe that.
oh, okay, that's cool.
So,
Is there any scenario where like you might have said something or wished for something to happen and it really happened or something of that nature?
yeah, it's backfired before. Like, when you jinx yourself,
Mm-hmm.
that's happened to me. Um, mm, I don't know. And I think more people, like, the more you talk, the more you reveal about yourself. And I'm a very private person. So,
Mm-hmm. I feel that.
yeah.
I feel that in a whole, as a whole, yeah. I feel all that. So it's
You
just like I
feel
have like a
me?
list of whole like topics there. I'm trying to go through all of them and everything. I feel we pretty much
Yeah.
hit on a whole lot, except one thing. In regards to where do you see yourself in the next 5 to 10 to like 15 years?
15 years, own car, own place, making music, making money, living life, no stress.
And you want to live in New York throughout your whole life?
As of right now, I can't see myself living anywhere else.
Really? That's
As of
cool.
right now, that might change.
Oh yeah, no, I feel that. Now I can see myself. I probably like, 'cause I live in Charlotte. If I were to like settle down anywhere, it might be somewhere like maybe in Durham, Raleigh area, because I went to college out there and
Mm,
everything. So it's like there's one. But if I had to step out of town, I'd probably go to like Washington D.C. and stuff
yeah,
of that
my
nature.
goal is to have a nice luxury loft apartment with big windows, a nice view, a brick wall. I have really high standards for myself in terms of what I want to achieve for myself as well.
Ain't nothing
But
wrong with that.
you feel me? You see the vision?
Yeah, I see the vision. I feel what you're saying.
Yeah.
I feel like for me, in my case, like I be trying to write down a lot of that stuff, like script manifested and stuff of that nature. I know the full moon
hmm
just passed and everything, and that's pretty much what
Yes.
I've been doing
The
and stuff.
Aries moon too.
You're an Aries?
Yeah, Aries moon. I'm a Cancer sun.
Oh.
Aries moon, Aries. I mean Cancer ascendant. So Cancer, Aries, Cancer. What are
Oh.
you?
Oh, I'm an Aquarius, and I got a Libra rising or Libra ascendant, and Libra moon.
Ooh, I like Libras.
Yeah, I'm triple.
I like Libra women. I haven't really gotten to know Libra men yet,
I'm an Aquarius
but
guy. I just got Libra placements.
Aquarius. I have a brother that's an Aquarius.
You get along?
Aquarius, y'all are weird, but y'all are cool. I have Meg the Stallion, so
Yeah, Meg the Stallion. What's another person? Birdman is an Aquarius. I know J. Cole's an Aquarius. Dr.
J.
Dre's an
Cole went to
Aquarius.
St. John's. Did I say that?
Say what?
J. Cole went to St. John's.
He went to St. Augustine.
No, he went to St. John's.
He did?
Yeah, I put money on it.
Look it up. Just look it up real quick. I'm saying I don't believe you. Just say just
J.
look it up.
Cole, St. John's, Forest Hill. Like what? It's one of my favorite albums. No skips.
Oh, word. Or you say you're a big avid J. Cole fan?
Not as much as other people, but I do appreciate his work.
Okay. On the last episode of my podcast, I was conversing with this one girl about going to Dreamville Fest, which I did twice, like the first one and then the second one. So it's just I'm trying to go hit the third one maybe next year.
J. Cole. Bro, I'm telling you, he did.
Hmm. I'm looking through right now for the modern day Saint Augustine. Oh no, never mind. It just said he's a modern day Saint Augustine. Also, this is Saint Augustine University. Okay. I know they got this stuff somewhere. We're really just talking on the podcast, trying to look up like J. Cole.
Because I'm telling you, like, he
What
really did. I'm pretty
university
sure he stayed at Hollis.
did? What else? Let me see. What is? Oh, hold on a second. Damn, I can't ask Google a question. What university did J. Cole go to?
St. John's University.
You may have.
I'm seeing it right now. I Googled it.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Oh, so you did go to St. John's.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, he did. Yeah, you're right. Why take us
I
so
told
long
you
to
I
Google
wouldn't
it?
say it if it weren't true.
Why I say St. Augustine? I just assumed he went to school in North Carolina. I forgot he did go there to freaking what you call freaking because he went to New York to pursue his music career. So it's like he just thought New York was gonna be the area. You know he's 37 now.
Old fart.
He's 3 years away from being 40. That means 2025 he'll be 40.
No, I love that man.
And I'll be 27 then. That's weird. That is a weird. I'm looking at his Wikipedia page like right now and everything. Just like slowly scrolling down.
They did a segment on Genius. How well do St. John's University students know J. Cole's music?
Yeah, I think I saw that one. I think so. Holy crap. He still plays basketball?
Probably.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, but we've just been going all over the place looking up stuff about people and everything. So I know like what about his whole album of 2014 Forest Hills Drive and everything. What about it really spoke to you? Like what song spoke to you like the most on the 2014 Forest Hills Drive?
The storytelling is so good. My favorites are Wet Dreams was my first favorite. But Saint Tropez is really good.
Yeah, like Saint Tropez.
TAMZ. No, Saint Tropez is really good.
Yeah, I mess with Saint
Um,
Tropez.
I don't know, it's just really good. They all have their own time to be played, I feel like. It was like the background track of my life at one point.
Yeah, that's exactly how I see like
That's
J.
how it
Cole.
felt.
Yeah, with the whole Forest Hills Drive and Born Center and Cold World
Yeah.
and all that. But I feel like his mixtapes will really have me grounded, like, especially the stuff like Truly Yours and the Come Up and the Warm Up and
The
just
first song I ever heard by him was Workout.
Work Out for
So
me,
that
work out
tells
for
you, yeah, that tells you what you need to know about my fanship.
We all started with workout. That was the song. That was when you started making music videos or Power Trip and everything. Those two songs.
Now tell me, do you really wanna love me forever? Oh, oh,
Oh, oh,
oh.
oh.
Yeah, that shit
Work
was.
out for me, work out for me. I swear his whole career is like the blueprint. I swear it's just in general, just the type of things he's
The
accomplished.
whole thing he did with Dreamville was super dope too.
Yeah, dude, you need to pull out for Dreamville Fest one day.
Oh,
Get your ticket.
definitely. Wait, when is it?
He hasn't dropped the tickets yet, but I'm definitely trying to get on that like as quick as possible. That's why I need to save as much money as I can just in case.
Mm,
Just because if I can at least lock down the layaway, like I'm good. If I can get VIP, that would be amazing. I really hope he drops it maybe in November or like December or something. I feel like that would be a little bit more manageable.
yeah, hopefully, cause that would be dope.
Definitely
I
want
know
to get my
exactly what I'm gonna
hotel
bring to.
beforehand. Yeah, it's really good. It's really good. Like I know I got a picture of the because I was in a group chat and everything. For Dreamville
Uh,
Fest, and it was like
oh wow.
it was on Facebook and everything. We're all just kind of talking about, oh yeah, Dreamville Fest is gonna be cool. Like the 2 day, it was like a 2 day festival last time. Like before then, it was just 1 day, and that was it. But but anyway, yeah, 2 day festival. It was cool. We all met up like near the Ferris wheel, and we all took a picture. It was like 40, 50 people deep.
Wow. That was like a great night.
Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, they went to. I know a lot of the other people went to club hopping after that. I wasn't able to beach up with them, because I had to get some stuff situated. Mostly I was high, so it's like it was the edibles, man. They took me off guard.
I love me some
Everything.
edibles.
It was like every time it's always the fruity pebble street. I'm never touching them again because it's like that was the
For
second.
me, it was the Nerds rope. The Nerds rope had me on my ass.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
hate freaking edibles because it's just like they're good, but it's like they're bad. Now I want to try the Nerds Rope one, and it's just like I know it's gonna have me messed up anyway. But it's just I try to stay away from that because it's just like it always ruins the experience. Like I'd be so like I don't know, it just makes me like sad and like just be like, dang, like I'm really just in the wind.
Uh,
Like you feel so like you're so aware, but you're like not self aware. Like you're just kind of
you
slow.
gotta do it in right amounts. Not everything is about just getting the most high. It's about
Yeah,
enjoying your high.
but that's the thing. Like with the rice cream, I only took like a little piece, but it was so potent. It was just like it just my whole body just reacted to it. I'm just like, nah, never again. Maybe I'm gonna have to wait till I go to DC where it's like a lot of that stuff is legal. So it's just
Um,
yeah, then it's like I could be more chill with
it's
it.
legal in New York.
Oh yeah, how's that? How's that with that?
It's so lit. You know how good it feels to smoke a joint in a cop's face and him not say anything?
Yeah, I've seen that in DC. Like they
Yeah.
be chilling on the sidewalk just smoking and be like, okay. Like, you be smelling we just walking up the sidewalk. I'm like, why isn't this legal? Like everywhere if it's legal here in DC.
They're starting to care less though.
They
I
should care
believe
less.
in I know. I believe that weed should be legal everywhere and it's not a crime. It's not a drug, it's a plant.
It's just
Kumbaya,
a
all that.
of course, they don't care about our safety. Come on. They sell guns at Walmart. Like it's like they don't
It's
really
crazy.
they do not care about our safety, bro. Like
Do
this
they just walk around with it out?
what the guns?
Yeah.
I mean it depends on what state. Some states are open carry. Like, it's just I'm just
Have you
saying
seen it?
what people walk with guns and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've seen a couple guns here and there, but it's just like, it's just life now because you get older and then people get scary to fight and they can't take an L. So it's just like they gotta take a shotgun. I'm
That's crazy.
like, what kind of ops do you have? Do you have to like shoot them down like an animal?
What kind of ops do you have?
Exactly. Who are you running from? But honestly, I can understand it because it can really get hectic and stuff of that
Mm-hmm.
nature. But it's like, yeah, man, that sounds amazing that they have vendors and everything. Like now they got like legal weed now here in Charlotte, like where it's like Delta 8 or something. And it's just like it just be in a jar when you walk to a smoke shop, and I'm like, okay, so why is this stuff illegal? It's like, oh no, it's not a whole lot of THC in it. And I'm like, okay.
Fake weed. I don't know what.
So weird. It is so 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 weird, but that's just how life is and everything. But anyway, we're getting pretty close to the ending of this recording. I know it's starting to kind of pick up there, like the whole weed situation. But it's like but I do thank you for hopping on, Nani, and everything. I really do hope that you really find the success and see
Yeah,
that the
thank
success
you for talking with me.
and really, really grow in the whole music industry. Well, not in the music industry. I just
Mhm.
hope that you grow musically because that industry side of it kind of seems a little bit shady. But let's just hope that you can really hit all the goals that you want. You know,
Yeah,
is
thank you.
any is there any last words you want to let the people know before we go off?
Follow me on Instagram at Nani Nani, OOUUNANI. I have a radio show that's every Wednesday from 3 to 4 p.m. So tune in for that. Stay connected with me for more music and all of that. And yeah, this isn't the last you're going to be hearing of me. So,
Oh yeah, surely. Like hopefully, I like to probably have you on the third season next year, and we can see like what that looking like and everything. That'd be pretty cool. Maybe if I had more video content or whatever, or if I'm more mobile from like state to state, we'll see. We can set some up.
totally.
Oh yeah, surely, most definitely. But that's it for the Mental Threats podcast, episode 112. Dang, I'm only
Wow.
38 episodes away from reaching my goal. Like it's crazy how far I've come. But
Hell yeah.
yes, hell yeah, and indeed.
Woo.
Anyway, that's it for the episode of the Mental Threats podcast 112. We sewn in and now we're sewing out.